Just doing a sound test. Hope you can hear me. Hello, hello, hello. I can make a change. Hello there. Basically today, I should probably turn this on actually. So basically today, I wanted to talk about how the heart is a driver, how the mind is a processor, and how the body is a vehicle for which to drive us through life. Because I think a lot of times we will get kind of stuck in the head, and we think the head is like, the brain is like really, but it is really important. I'm not saying it's not, but we get so fixated up here that we sometimes forget the rest of us. We sometimes forget the rest of what is. Now, my kind of theory behind this is information comes at us, information comes into us, basically comes to the heart, through the heart, and then it allows that. As information comes to us, let's think about that. We're attracted to us, that's the sort of faith I have, we attract information to us by our thoughts, but also our whole entire being. So whether the mind or the heart works, that's a debate, or whether they work in tandem, or whether they work as one and as in unity together, which I'm sure they do, as everything does. But let's just draw down on this point, because I'm really intrigued. The information comes in, it filters through the heart. The heart knows best because it only knows oneness, it knows unity, consciousness, and it knows the best for us as an individual, and it knows the best for the planet as a whole. If you listen to your heart, you'll find there is a win-win all round. And that drives in there, processes information up into, filters it out, comes up to the mind processes it, and then we drive the body forward to go to where we want to get to. Now, give me a sec, because I did write something down, so I'm just intrigued. And so basically, just want to say, how carefully do you listen to your heart to then allow it to go up into the mind, to then allow the body to drive forward? How well are we listening to our bodies? How well are we going in the directions that we wish to? I'd be very curious to know yourself, where you do want to go, and are we making the right steps daily to do that? How do you find that? I mean, if anyone watching, the reason I'm doing this is because this is kind of where I wish to pursue. I want to talk about this stuff. I want to get involved and talk about this with other people, and find out, as a species, really, where we're going. Because I mean, I don't watch the news, I don't watch the telly much at all. I'm doing this on a PC one now. Don't really have a telly. The only thing I really watch is maybe the football scores coming on a Saturday afternoon. So I hear bits and pieces and snippets of what's going on in the world. That's, in a lot of it, doesn't sound very nice. And one of the reasons I don't tune into that, I am aware that it's going on, but I feel to focus on it daily doesn't take. It doesn't drive the process of my mind in the direction I go into. It kind of sounds like it gets you locked up here, and what I would call sort of duality consciousness, where it's left against right, it's us against them, it's you against me. So when it comes into the heart, that is where I feel it unifies it. So that's why it will be the best for all round. The body as a vehicle, I mean, you can probably tell, quite spiritual. It's the spirit driving the body, the heart driving the. See, this all gets confusing because nothing is finite; it's all infinite. And because of that, I mean, completely kind of going off subject. Well, it's all one. Is it the same subject? Is it not? Who knows? But when we're talking about, like, scientists are trying to find the fine, I think the thing that they're never going to find it, because if you keep going if you're constantly dividing by half, by half, by half, by half, by half, there is no way you're ever going to reach a point. You might get closer to 0, but you're never actually going to reach 0, because half of something can never be, can never, what's am I trying to say? Well, if we start at 10, we half that, we've got 5. Half 5, you've got 2.5. Half 2.5, you've got 1.25. Half 1.25, you've got, it never ends. And that's what it's called vastness in the microcosm, and then you've got the macrocosm, which is the vastness of everything. I know I'm rambling on a bit here, but it just fascinates me. Life in general. I say that's why these videos I'm putting out, to try and engage with yourselves, with other people that I can carry these conversations with, so we can work with each other to find out what this vastness of life is all about. So, I mean, I meditate, when we meditate, we can go like inwards. And I've meditated the other day, and that was a weird one when I come to, because it felt like the further in I was going, the more vastness there was being created. So just to kind of summarise everything up, because there's a lot to take in when you start looking at this stuff in quite a lot of detail. And there's also, it's simple in its complexity. It's complex in its simple. It just intertwines, and it is infinity to everything. But I do quite like that sort of feel that basically the heart is the driver, the mind is a processor, the body is a vehicle. And just like to end with, if I may, just a little bit of a joke. I'm sure someone say a lot of time, I can't see the wood for the trees. Well, here's my take on this whole kind of masculine, feminine energies. That's where this is coming from. It's not men divided against women. Let's see what you think. A man can't see the wood for the trees. A woman can see so many trees, she forgets she's in the fucking woods. Anyway, you take care. Thank you for listening, and please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. And I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.